give me some quarters. I'm doing my laundry.
Another winter day, another gray reminder that what used to be has gone away. It's really hard to say how long we have to live with our insanity. We have to pay for all we use. We never think before we light the fuse. Look up, look up, look up. The sky is falling. Look up, there's something that you have to do before you try to go outside to take in the view. Look up because the sky could follow you.
Hello, Pinball Land. This is Johnny Pinball with a video about the pinball price bubble. I guess all that wait and see has led to some green in your pocket, potentially. Lately, Stern Pinball has been upping their manufacturing. They moved to their new building. Their output probably has doubled, and this has resulted with dealers with too much inventory. Everyone needs to buy, because certain games are on a mega sale. So far, it's only affecting their older titles of Led Zeppelin, Turtles, and Rush, along with the home pins Star Wars and Jurassic Park. Not a bad deal if you can snag one of these $1,000 off a Pro or $2,000 off a Premium. Now that's just what some people are advertising. I'm sure you can get it cheaper than that even. Anecdotally, the cheapest I've seen the home pins listed for sale in an ad that's popped up on my Facebook was $3,300 for a Star Wars comic edition. That had me tempted. I'm not going to lie, it had me tempted. But I was at Pinball Expo and I played those home edition games, and man, it's almost there. But it's that lockdown bar. That lockdown bar makes you not want to buy the game. It just feels so cheap on your hands. Now, I don't know if a normal lockdown bar could be jerry-rigged in there. If that's the case, this is a pretty good deal. I mean, it's the price of an old, used, maybe alphanumeric game. $3,300. Hard to say no to that. But the invisible hand of the market, it works in mysterious ways. So if these are on sale, what is my game worth, right? That's what you're thinking. How does this affect my current games? So let's take a look, and here they are that are for sale. I believe it's cheapest and most expensive. So right off the bat, Star Wars Home Edition. Remember I said a new one I saw for $3,300? Well, you can get a like new one. New out of box. I like how that's the condition. It's new, just out of the box and played. So still new, basically. $2,750 oboe. If that was where I live in my state, I'd be picking that up. I can't resist at that price. I would see if a lockdown bar would fit on it. All right, so that's a home edition. Looks like we've got another one. This poor sucker here is trying to sell it for $3,300. That's not going to move. $3,500, not going to move. Jurassic Park home edition. This seems to go for a little bit more. I've seen this one advertised as low as $3,500. So this one looks like it's flipping out $3,899. You know he's got some wiggle room on that. Offer him $3,400. I bet he bites. More home editions. Yes, it's the Attack of the Home edition pinball machines. I guess they didn't sell very well. Here's our first real game, Avengers Infinity Crest Pro. 5,000 oboe, and it's pending. Wow, someone got a deal if they got that for less than $5,000. I can't remember the last time a Pro was under 5,000 used. It's been a while. Then we've got this poor old Mando. Yeah, there's always going to be a lot of Mandos for sale. $5,000 though. It's 7,000 new or $5,000 used. That's a big hit, a $2,000 hit. You know these are all oboe, so potentially more than a $2,000 hit. But on the other side of the coin, not everyone bought a game at the current pricing. This game is a couple years old. Back then, I think this was only like a $6,000 game. Now they're Avengers here for 5Gs. No, they're Mandalorian. They're trying to get a little bit more. Here's our first Led Zeppelin. 5,500 firm. I don't know. He's going to have to loosen up on that. I think a new one, probably right around there right now if you know the right people. If you got that super secret podcaster kickback sales connection, 5,500 is yours new. Guarantee it. Now, I'm going to tell you how to do that. As a pinball podcaster and YouTuber, I've got the special connections to Pinside. As you can see, offer this guy less, and I'm sure he'll take it. If you're in Tennessee, of course. Because if you're not in Tennessee, this deal doesn't really make sense for you. Then we got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pro next. 5,500, probably the better of the two games. I think the Pro is the best version of Turtles, so this would be the one I'd get. And if you're in Pennsylvania, you might be able to pick that one up. Surprisingly, we finally reached our first James Bond. When this game had come out, they were for sale everywhere. People couldn't give them away. And here we are, someone, 5,500 is still a bit of a loss on this one because I believe this had the higher price for starting. It's one of the first games. So they did lose quite a bit of money on that and probably took the oboe on it. But not as many for sale anymore. And then Iron Maiden, there it is, 1,000 less than I paid for Iron Maiden, 5,500. Someone pick that up. I don't want to see that anymore. It just hurts. And it's oboe. Oh, geez, I'm not used to getting taken over the coals. My first time buying a new game and picked the wrong time to buy. That's just life. You know the motto: buy high, sell low. That's me. No insider trading here. Deadpool Pro for 5,600. Man, that's a good deal. But so far none of these are near me. I'm in Wisconsin, so so far I can't really get these. Stranger Things Pro UV kit trade. Boo. Boo, Wendy Testaberger. I said 2,000 minimum. Why is trade showing up? Boo. A Rush Pro. Man, if I was starting an arcade, what a great time to start an arcade. All these Stern Pros, 5,500 or less. A Foo Fighters, brand new game pretty much. 5,650. If you're in, of all places, California. Or is that on? Yeah, it's got the American flag. California. Isn't that supposed to be the most expensive state? Yet they got the cheapest Foo Fighters Pro on Pinside. Mind blown. Yeah, like I was saying, if I was opening an arcade, boom, Rush Pro, Foo Fighters Pro. I'd go get that Deadpool. I'd get that Maiden. I'd get that Turtles. Get them all. Get them all. Buy, buy, buy. Here's another Turtles. No one cares. This is too much money. Our first Guardians of the Galaxy. This one's been retired for a while. I guess it kind of makes sense that it's not as cheap as the other ones, where they made a lot of Iron Maidens lately, Foo Fighters, all those other ones in production still. Mandalorian 5,800. You're not getting that, buddy. Venom. Well, talk about a game that's only a month old. 5,800. Again, if you're an operator, you can have the latest game for $1,200 off. That might be what an operator pays anyway. I'm not sure. They might have some secret backdoor deals, but still, good price if you're an average Joe. More Foo Fighters. There's our second James Bond. We're looking for a premium now. I feel like we're 6,000. We might see a premium here. Another Avengers, another Star Wars with tasteful mods. Ooh, you know what that means. RGB speaker grills. All right, scrolling. Boring. Godzilla. Even the mighty Godzilla. 5,900. Oboe. I mean, that's probably 5,700. I own a Godzilla as well. Just getting taken. The two games I own are Stern Pros. And okay, scrolling down here. Where's going to be our first premium deal? Rush, Foo Fighters, Star Wars. I'm looking for a comic Star Wars. So far, none of those on clearance. Munsters, our first Munsters, 6,000. This game, no one really liked when it was new, and that's probably more than MSRP was, $6,000. So that one, not a deal. Deadpool. Okay, scroll. One's going to be our first premium here. Anyone have the courage to do a sub $7,000 premium? Tell me now. Ladies and gentlemen, our first premium. A Turtles premium for 71 oboe. Let's click on this one. 1K in mods. So he's saying this game is really $6,100. Turtles Premium has many mods. Very clean. Excellent condition. Price to sell fast. That's why he had to reduce it. 1,000 in mods. Functions absolutely perfect. The poster just has minor folds in the poster. You're going to love the poster. Otherwise, it's mint. First and only owner. Still runs like new. Smoke-free home. Home use only. Please see the pictures. Can ship to the USA, but buyer must arrange. Local pickup welcome. Yep, he's got Insider connected on this. He's got the ooze. He's got stuff in the back, things on the playfield. Yeah, he's not lying. He's even got the flipper toppers. Everyone loves the flipper. Oh, we got an ad. I need to sign in. Everyone loves flipper toppers. We didn't have to scroll far. We have another Turtles Premium 7150. So because this was one of the games that was clearance for around 7,500, people are having to sell this below, that 7,500. So 7,150, is that enough? $400 drop? Probably not, unless it's loaded with mods. Not gonna lie there. All right, our first Avengers Premium. What a deal, 7,300 for that. Plus it has those RGB speakers that are so tastefully done. And we got a Star Wars Premium, 74, firm, pending, so he must have got it, or he got close to that. We got a Zeppelin Premium for the price of a new one. We could get a used one, which comes with expression lights. Hey, guess what? They all do. That was the first game with it, so they didn't know they could charge you extra and make more money. Stern's learning. They're like, hey, why did we give them the milk and the cow? We should just give them the ability to rent our cow for milk. That's how Stern thinks with Seth at the helm. Seth, insert coin. Okay, so we get that Stern Premiums, Stern Pros, they've really dropped in price. But what about the local market? Now that's going to vary. I think I saw, let me pull it up here. I saw a Mars God of War for sale locally for $1,300. All right, here it is, $1,300 in Milwaukee. Drew Bovair. Why are you not picking this up for your game room? But it's been updated with LEDs and a brand new MCU board, driver board, and power supply board. Man, this guy spent money. It's got speech, it's got multi-ball, it's got rollover change, it's got it all, and it's got that amazing back glass. All for just $1,300. And then finally, here's a NASCAR for $3,000. It's a fun game. It's the only Pat Lawler game with 2 flippers. I say do it. $3,000, it's worth $3,000. Man, if only I had like $500,000 to play with. I'd have the coolest arcade, Johnny Pinball's cool pinball arcade and fun zone. 2,000. That's what I'd call it, guys. Tokens. Everything on token play. Oh, and it's going to have karaoke too. Well, that wraps up this episode. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Make sure to give this a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let me know in the comments section if your local market is a buyer's market as well. Twippy season is just around the corner. That's this week in Pinball Yearly People's Choice Awards. When the pre-voting starts, make sure you write in Johnny Pinball for Best YouTube Producer, Content Creator. I don't know what we call ourselves. But yeah, I'd be very grateful if I was nominated in the top 10.
Yes, I've heard your cry, and I know what you've been through. You should give me a chance. This can't be the end. I'm so in love with you. I'm still loving you. Still loving you. Still loving you. Thank you. Thank you. Johnny Pinball. Subscribe.